Open your book to page 121. Today's lesson is to solve system of linear equation in two variables. So you already know this in Algebra 1. This is solving two equations. So there are two basic methods. Okay, one is the substitution method. The other method is the elimination method. Okay. Now, when you solve equations, depends on the equation. Sometimes you're going to get one answer, like like the picture A over here. So over here. So this is when you have one answer because you have one point. This one, they don't intersect at all. This one has no solution. Okay. This one, two lines coincide with each other, so every point touches. So this one has infinite number of answers. Okay, so again, when they cross over, there's only one point, so that's one answer. This one has no point in common, so there's no answer. This one has infinite number of points in common, so this has infinite number of answers. So you're going to get those kind of situations. But let's just go and review how to solve these over here. So let's go to example 1. So on page 122, example 1, you have 2x plus 5y is equal to 17. Now, when you're solving equation, you want to write equations side by side so you have room to work underneath. Now, when two equations when they look alike, you want to use elimination method. And elimination method means you want to eliminate one of the variable. To eliminate one of the variable, you need to make the variable coefficient opposite. So I'm going to eliminate the x. Usually, the lower coefficient is easier to eliminate. So I'm going to eliminate the x. So you kind of have to look at the number. So I need to make them opposite. So I'm going to multiply this by -2. So I got -2x minus plus 4y equal to 10. And I'm going to move this down here. So I'm going to save all this space for that. Okay. Or it doesn't matter. You can do either way, whichever you feel more comfortable with. Okay. So if you want to move this down here, that's fine too. Doesn't matter. So 2x plus 4y is equal to 10. And when you add, this cancels out, right? That's why it's called elimination method. You eliminate the variable, right? Because they cancel out. So you're going to get 9y equal to 27. Then you divide by 9, so y equal to 3. Now once you solve for y, you can go and substitute into any one of the equation. So choose the easiest one to substitute. So I'm going to use this equation here. So I get x minus 2 times 3 equal to -5. Again, when I substitute, I put it in the parentheses, right? So x minus 6 equal to -5. So plus 6. So x equal to 1, and that's it. So that's how you do it with the elimination method. Now, when you get to example 5, on page 124, you have 3x minus y equal to 5. And you got y equal to 3x minus 1. So notice that these two equations, they look very different, right? Especially you have y equal to something already. In this case, you want to use the substitution method. So you want to substitute this into here. So 3x minus, okay, it tells you what y is, right? And again, that's why you want to put everything in parentheses when you substitute, right? Because when you have negative, it's very easy to make a mistake. So again, y is equal to that, so you make the exchange. That's what substitution is. Now you're going to work it out. So you got 3x minus 3x plus 1 equal to 5. And this cancels out, so you get 1 equal to 5. But in this case, when you have 1 equal to 5, this is false, right? It's impossible. Now when variable got canceled out, when there's normal variable, that means this is for all the numbers, for all the numbers that you can substitute. So for whatever number you put in for x is always going to be false. So in this case, there will be no solution. Now, if it's always true, then it would be all real number, right? Okay. And well, actually, there's a name for that. So in this case, no solution. when you have only one variable, you write down no solution. But when there are two variable, two equations, it's called inconsistent. Okay. So if there's only one variable, one equation, then it's called no solution. But if it's a two equation, it's called inconsistent. And for one equation, one variable, if you have an all real number, if it's always true, then you get all real number. But for two equations, it's called dependent. So that is right on the bottom of the page 124. Now there's another type of the problem we need to go over. Okay, so let's go to page 126. And let's go and do number 36. So you got 6 over u plus 5 over v equal to 1. You got 3 over u minus 10 over v equal to 3. These are called reciprocal equations. For reciprocal equations, if you try to solve it directly like that, it's going to be very messy. So what you want to do is you're going to let x equal to 1 over u and y equal to 1 over v. Okay, so the x and the y, or you can use any variable. You can use a and b, doesn't matter. But we used to, using the x and the y, so let's use x and the y. So 1 over u is x, so this becomes 6x. This becomes 5y equal to 1. This one becomes 3x minus 10y equal to 3. Okay, so now you can go and solve like a regular equations, right? And I'm going to make the, since it's very opposite sign, I'm going to eliminate the y. So I'm going to multiply this by 2. So I get 12x plus 10y equal to 2. And I'm going to put this under here. Okay, so I'm going to move this over here. And then I'm going to add, so I get 15x equal to 5. So divide by 15, divide by 15. So x equal to 1 over 3. Okay. So let's leave over here for now. Okay, let's go and solve for the y. So I'm going to substitute into here. Okay, so 6 times 1 over 3 plus 5y equal to 1. So 2 plus 5y equal to 1. So minus 2, minus 2. So 5y equal to negative 1. And divide by 5, divide by 5. So y equal to negative 1 over 5. So you solve for x and the y first, the regular method. Okay. Now you have to switch back. So what does it say over here? It says x equal to 1 over u. So you have to substitute back. So x is 1 over u. So 1 over u equal to 1 over 3. So now to solve this, you can just go and crisscross multiply, or you can just flip both upside down, or you can just make the comparison. So 1 match up with 1, so u match up with 3, so u equal to 3. Okay, and so that's how you get the u. Same thing with y. So y over here tells you what y equal to, right? Y is 1 over v, so you switch it back. So 1 over v equal to negative 1 over 5. So again, you can go ahead and solve by cross multiplying, or you can do the matching. Okay, so 1 match with 1, so v match with negative 5. So v equal to negative 5. And that's it. Okay, so sum up what we're talking about. First, you set up the other variable to get rid of the reciprocal equation, make it into regular equation. You're just solving using the regular elimination method. And once you solve for your x and the y, you switch back to the u and the v, and you can solve. Okay, so let's go and do some practice.